Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I am making another set of mini one sheet wonders number 2. I'm starting off with a sheet of 6x6 paper that I am cutting 1 inch off of. Then from that remaining piece I'm going to rotate and cut it in half so that I have 2 pieces that are 3 inch by 5. From one of those, I'll cut in half so that I get 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 3. And this last piece here, which is 3 inches tall by 5, there is a diagonal cut here. So I'm measuring 1 inch down from the upper right-hand corner, and then I'll measure 1 inch up from the bottom left corner. And when I go to cut this piece, I am going to connect those 2 tick marks to give me a slightly more interesting angled cut. So all you want to do is just line up those 2 marks on your trimmer, your cutting blade. If you're using maybe a ruler and craft knife, that would work too. I'm using the Rotary media trimmer, and that gives us that really interesting cut. And then that very first strip, I'm just going to trim that down to 5.5. So we'll end up using everything, and that is all the cutting that we need to do. So for this card, I'm going to bring in some pattern paper and some solid color cardstock for additional mats and layers. I do want a little thin mat layer around my pattern papers, and I found, especially for these angled cut pieces, the easiest way to transfer that angle or get that same angle onto the mat layer is just to glue my pattern paper down first, and then I just eyeball that border so that I get a nice even border all the way around, and that way I don't really have to figure out how to get a piece that's slightly larger and transfer that angle. Same thing for this piece here as well. This is the piece that measures 2.5 wide by 3 inches tall, and I've just got a bit of that brown scrap left over, and I'll do the same. I'll get it kind of even on 3 edges, and then I'll just trim that last edge just by eyeballing it and trying to get that border even with the other 3. The mini one sheet wonders that I've been designing, I recommend that you use a double-sided paper, although it is possible to use 2 single-sided sheets of paper as well. The reason why, though, that I recommend double-sided paper is because you can mix and match the cuts from that single sheet to create more interesting layouts. And one of the things that I look for when I'm choosing the pattern paper that I want to use is that I want at least one side to be non-directional. That way I can use it in any orientation, portrait or landscape. And it, if you're, of course, since it is, part of the same paper collection, it's going to coordinate, and most papers are designed really well where if you need a paper that coordinates beautifully with a particular pattern, all you have to do is just flip to the back, and usually that is one of, if not the best choice in the paper pad to pair with that particular pattern. And so that's one thing that I really love about papers like the one from Cat Scrappiness. They are really well designed to where you can take most any sheet and it would work with my mini one sheet wonders, because usually if there's a heavily themed print on one side, the opposite side will be rather monochromatic and maybe just a basic repeat pattern. So I really, really love using cat scrappiness papers for my mini one sheet wonders. Now this cup here is from the Cup of Love die set. And in that die set, you get a variety of different types of cups. This one, to me, resembles a coffee cup the most. Some of the other ones are teacups and other accessories. And from the Perk Up stamp set, I've stamped the sentiment, "A yawn is a silent scream for coffee." I did add some Nuvo drops to this before finishing it up, so you'll see that in the final photo, but the background paper is also another pattern paper from the same paper pad. It's just very monochromatic, and I think it just helps to ground everything rather than leaving it white from the card base. Stay tuned for 2 more videos featuring the rest of the sketches from Mini One Sheet Wonder number 2. Thanks so much. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.